What is going on, guys? It's Shu here, bringing you another review and reaction on Fairy Tail 100 Quest. Almost a week behind. Apologies. A lot going on, but hey, we are here. So let's go and get into it. So this chapter was honestly not a bad one. I was hoping to see some action with both Lucy and Wendy, and it looks like we're going to be focusing on one of them. And I'm glad, I'm content, because they're picking the better character, in my honest opinion. I know I might get some flack from somebody, and that's okay, but I'm more invested in seeing what this other person does than the other choice. That's just my personal opinion, but let's go ahead and just get into it. So we see that now the dragons are getting serious. They are going and getting into their actual dragon form. Now this shouldn't surprise us. It did a little bit for me, and I appreciate the comments that I got in the last video when it came to the situation, with these guys actually getting serious. And we see that with them in their dragon forms, they're a whole lot stronger. They're in a different level. And we see, like, for example, Mother Glare against Urza. She gets serious. She brings all her little mini dragons, her little hatchlings, and then they start fighting. Of course, Urza's kind of angry because she still has to take down these children, essentially, that are from her. And so she's having to do that. Now, in the case of, we get to see the glimpse of other fights. In the case of, like, Gray and Juvia, they're kind of in a bad position. They're both very tired, very exhausted, and them having to go up against this guy in his dragon form isn't going to be easy. But I am interested in seeing another fight that I'll get to here in a second. But we also see Earthbuild, getting things serious, him going in his dragon form, scattering both Wed and the girls. And I love how Wed here actually tries to be like, look, man, I'm on your side. It's like, I don't care. Like, I helped the Ignea because I wanted to, only for now. But now I want to run rampant. And we see that Earth actually kind of like gets them like kind of infected, it looks like. And we see like this kind of taking on over their skin, their clothing. He was basically only tagging along for his own selfish purpose, which is to eat humans. So we see that these guys start turning into stone. It's very uncomfortable, but that's the situation for Lucy and the gang. But the one fight that I'm interested in, and I'll say this, two actually, the next two, and that is of seeing the scissor fight, or the scissor dragon, I believe it was Scissor Runner. He actually gets in his dragon form, and he's going to try to take on both Elfman and Mira Jane, as well as Richard and Angel, which I think is interesting. Like, I was not expecting to see these four working together. Like, there's not a dragon slayer among them, but seeing these four, I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful that they get a good fight. I really want to see something good out of these four, especially Mira Jane and Elfman working together. I think that would be something special. And honestly, now that I think about it, Richard and Elfman have been together for quite a little bit now. Like, they've been working together for a while. It's an unexpected duo that I never imagined would work, but then again, the personalities make a lot of sense. But then we also have Mira Jane and Angel, or Serrano, seeing these two fighting together or working together. Very nice, very nice. But the other fight that I'm looking forward to is that of Levia against LAXUS. Now, here's the fun part. Levia doesn't even use his dragon form. He actually is still in his human form. LAXUS actually kind of gets to bet like a couple licks in on him, but we see that he gets serious. And he's like, look, I don't have to even use my dragon form in order to beat you guys. and he actually imprisons him, like his soul. He's draining his soul out of his body, which is kind of wild to think about. And this, of course, is a strange technique, but we see, like, all of a sudden it turned into Soul Eater. Like, this is the Soul Eater dragon, and he takes his soul away while LAXUS is collapsing. But we know that he's not done. He is definitely not done. So I'm looking forward to that fight. But then we see all of a sudden, back to Lucy and Wendy, that they're in trouble. And Celine rescues them, which is really cool. But we see that everything has to fall onto Wendy, as she's the only one that is able to defeat him.